Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Capricorn for November 2020. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome all our new subscribers and new viewers to the channel at this time. And I invite you to subscribe and to click on the all notification bell so you're aware of all the content as it comes up on the channel. To like the channel, as that helps with the algorithms and all that other stuff. And so just about the content on the channel right at this time, every week I do a weekly angel reading, and for the week, and then daily card messages Monday through Friday, which I write on my Facebook page, and also here on YouTube I post. So you can find that link below this video. And finally, to make you aware of the special offer for my half-hour reading, which is $77, which I've been offering since the pandemic for 1 full hour. So this is available to everyone, previous clients as well as current clients and anyone, and there's no limit as long as this is available, okay? And so I just want to make a note because some people have been asking me different questions about that. What you do is go to my webpage, theangelschool.com. On the services page, you would select the half-hour reading, and then in 24 hours on a business day, I will send you a confirmation email noting the special offer, and within that will be the information you need to submit to me about your availability. Just be aware, it will note as well that that the readings will be at least 2 weeks before appointment could be scheduled. Sometimes there's something a little bit sooner, but just look at it that way when you're signing up, okay? But I will correspond with you within 24 hours. All right, so let's take a deep breath together. And the energy of Capricorn. So what I was seeing, they're bringing it back to my memory as I was talking at the very beginning at the welcome. They were showing me, so just be aware, my symbolism is a little rated R. So I'm seeing, or was seeing, a person standing in front of a big window. I felt like there were ships sort of out in the dock, some docked, some coming, some out on the water, and the person was just standing there half naked. So they were wearing a shirt. It was a male energy, and this is symbolism, not someone specific. And they were naked from the waist down. So I'm seeing the words powerful, I'm seeing the word job, I'm seeing the word love, okay? And this scene reminds me of the Three of Wands. So taking a moment, right, to just, it's like this moment of, you can think of as a visual, where you are sort of visualizing the future or the potential of some long-term plans. You're reflecting, you're thinking, you're daydreaming it out, or there's this other sort of connotation with this card that your ship is coming in, right? And so you put them out there, and now you're waiting for them to come back in. So there's this sense of expectation, hope that comes with this card. And the 3 is about, expansion as well, right? So, but that's my vision. And now I was seeing sort of a tree. And this is my soul diagnostics for how you're running your alignment and connection for downloads and uploads from the divine and your own vibration offering to the divine, right? So it was a wide, moderately wide, a little bit above average in terms of of moderation. And the tree, the bark in the middle is sort of shaved off. So it gave me a sense of almost some kind of, there's a spot or a section that is a little vulnerable in your connection. And I can't remember the word I saw at that moment. Maybe it'll come back to me. But there is, but I just from looking at that, and it's a little unusual because it's not how I usually see things, see this tree, but it tells me that you have to pay attention to which area of your life is causing you to feel sort of exposed in your connection to your higher self. And you may have legitimate reasons why this particular thing throws you off. Now, just remember some of the words. They wrote job, love, and I can't remember the other one, but it's recorded, and so you can go back and listen to it. But pay attention to some general area like this. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make some decisions about that particular area of your life. There's something in it that needs to be cut out, or something that maybe, they're writing the word can, that there's maybe something that you can change, so that you're not vulnerable in that way. So that I feel like it's something that's just, that's causing you to come out of alignment, to not be in integrity. They wrote the word confess. That's what it was. That's the word. So there's something that needs to be confessed. Now, I don't know if this is literal or if this is symbolic. And you say, well, how is that symbolic? And I'm saying to myself, yeah, how could that be symbolic? But I felt like, yeah, it's about, you know what it is, but you are not taking responsibility. And it may not be that you need to confess to somebody else, but you need to confess to yourself. You need to listen in that way. So your soul or your energy is giving you the confession, telling you what it is, but you're not acknowledging it. And that's the confession. That's what I think it means symbolically, how you need to confess because you're not acknowledging what you know you need to change. All right. So don't be afraid of this. And, I go back to that first vision that has that sort of Three of Wands kind of feeling. And, that the person is wearing is half naked. It's this sense, and standing at the window like that, it's this sense that I felt like he was so confident and he was, comfortable in his own skin. And there's nothing for him to hide. And, it's like he wasn't thinking about what's appropriate and that kind of thing. But he was really caught up in a moment, tuning into his truth and potential and possibilities and really engaging in that. So development. So I feel like that you need to, this has to do with that. And you're making another decision, or you're allowing certain parameters or restrictions or parameters to restrict who you are and who you want to be, okay? In your love life, in your job, etc. All right, let's take a look at the card. And it's a strength card, okay? And this is Archangel Ariel. And her name means the lioness of God. And so there's that feeling of like needing to roar, needing to be who you are, right? But also being gentle with yourself. So this is a process of compassion And as this card says, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence. Yeah, having confidence, because that's the thing I saw with him. Self-confidence here. And it also says forgiveness. But really being compassionate with yourself in acknowledging your truth. They don't want you to go into judgment and beating yourself up. They don't want you to wrestle with yourself. They want you to make peace with this aspect of yourself that maybe you're afraid of, or that this part of yourself that you don't like being vulnerable, that you're uncomfortable with being exposed. And who knows that area of that your connection, either maybe you need to throw off and let it grow new bark around it, or I don't know, but it's something based on where you are and what's coming across for you. All right, so you can work with Archangel Ariel, in terms of finances, prosperity, material needs, also just having courage and really the sensuality of connecting in with your raw, instincts, and just trusting and going with these things. All right, so we have here the 6 of emotion, or the 6 of waters, and this came up in another reading for the zodiac signs. And what came up was that this was about something sort of interfering from the past. And it's always about the past is an interpretation. You have to realize that. And I know what I'm saying because I experienced it. And it was an experience where, years ago, when I was in college with a voice professor, this whole interaction unfolded. And then 20 years later, I bump into her, and I couldn't remember why I was holding that energy, resentment, or whatever it was for all those moments, all those years, for all those moments. And the only person that really suffered was me, right? So, and even in that moment, because of who I had, everything that had been before, that was all an interpretation that was informing that present moment. So the thing about memories is that if we hold on to them, we're not living in the present, and we're not available, and we're not really seeing the opportunities that are really right in front of us. And going back to our 3 of Wands vision with the guy, if you let these things get in your way, you're not seeing the moment. So he could have been, I can't see his face. He could be sitting there thinking about something that went wrong while all those ships are coming in and are docked out there for him to get on and go on an adventure. And maybe he stands in front of this glass. It was like a sliding glass door, and he didn't open it. He's just standing there. And so this is what memories do. This is what our emotional baggage does. All right. So the card says memories can fill your heart with many emotions. And I just want to say this because I hear this now. It takes strength to live in the present. It takes strength, no matter what has happened, to take the opportunities that the present is offering you. Because the way that the past and those memories condition you, they restrain you, they hold you back, they dominate you. And this is the opposite of what this card is about. It's not about dominating. All right. It's about healing. And so you can make a decision to heal and be free and be on your way. All right. So I'll continue. It says it's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. And what if, because I just had this feeling like someone returns into your life in the past and they have an opportunity, but you're holding something against them. So which reality do you want to live in? And you may say, oh, but this person, I already know how they could be, and I can't trust them. Well, that fear that we can't trust people, what you keep telling your inner child is that I'm not strong enough to stand up for myself and to stand up for the present moments and all the opportunities that it's offering me. And that I have to live with some kind of fear, even if I receive the opportunity. But that is all I. See, ego is saying I. It's not saying from your I am present, I affirming what you can be and how you can function and operate despite this situation, this person. All right, so I'm going to close it here, and I'm going to send you lots of love for this month and send you God's blessing and Godspeed.